Let's go.
It's your back, it dey keep passing. It dey bring out the best thing. I dey feel your recipe. Make you give me that recipe. Fine, fine. Yeah, you fine. You so divine. I dey feel you die.
What's happening, people? New episode of Awesome Entertainment. It's Joel Awesome. We talking about Daredevil Born Again Season 2 finale. All right. Honestly, if you ain't seen it, I'm gonna spoil it. So spoiler alert. Hit save the playlist or something. Catch it in a minute. Go watch the episode. Come back. But I'm gonna have to let y'all know. I'm going to spoil it. 3, 2, 1. We jumping in. All right. I fucked with this. I love this episode, man. And I actually saw some reviews about people, online. They said, man, this episode was trash, da. Man, I fucked with it. This was the best episode of Daredevil Born Again out of all, out of both seasons. The Punisher was dope in the last season. So maybe not the best, but it's on par. It was the best. Actually, I'm going to stand on that. It was the best. It had me at the first part. You actually had one good courtroom scene or courtroom, it was more than one scene, but courtroom standoff with Matt Murdock getting his lawyer game on. And the buildup in it was dope. I was like, I know he ain't about to do what I think he about to do. You know what I mean? I know that ain't who I think it is. They brought in the Kingpin, and he was like, bro, we gonna act like there ain't a witness in this room. One, how you a witness if you can't witness nothing? You blind. No, but that's another thing. That's another thing. But he like, yo, Daredevil in this room right now. What you talking about? You know that, Kingpin. And that shit had the build up for it, the setup for it, I actually liked it. Normally the way they've been doing it ain't been on point. They had me in my emotions, had me with little jitters in my what they call them, chicken pimples. You know what I mean? I had all that. But they did their thing in the courtroom scene. Matt said it all. He's like, man, fuck, I am Daredevil. Threw the stick in the courtroom, let him know I could whoop your ass too. It was on point. And leading up into the next part, where it was like the big siege in the city, everybody got to team up, our gang versus their gang. A lot of people compared it to the January 6th. I didn't get that vibe because Kingpin's a criminal, right? And it was the good guys jumping over the gates to go get him. And actually, and then January 6th was the rioters were jumping in to overthrow the government, not a criminal that has already been, outed as a criminal on, what I mean? I guess they were working for Trump, not against Trump. So either, because Kingpin has been the Trump this whole time, so it was reversed, right? So I didn't really get that comparison. I did like the fact that they was gonna gang up and do some shit. Let's talk about White Tiger. She didn't do nothing, so that's the end of discussion. She jumped around like 2-3 times, didn't kill nobody, didn't do, you know what I mean? I was like, y'all wasted the character. You killed Hector or whatever for no, I mean, I guess rest in peace because the actor did die. But the fact that the actor passed away and y'all killed him the next episode was like, yo, what kind of insensitive? I thought it was insensitive, but either way, the girl, she ain't do nothing. I thought she was gonna become the White Tiger. Y'all should have had, you trying to build up a character like you did with Punisher, Bullseye and them, but they didn't give her that much to work with. She just a little girl with an attitude, basically. The Punisher never showed up. That was disappointing. But today is the day I'm recording. I'll probably post it today. The Punisher special comes out. And with the playoff game probably starting in like 6-7 minutes, I'm gonna watch the playoff game, and then I'm gonna finish the Punisher thing. I'll probably do a review either tonight or tomorrow. But that's something I'm looking forward to. I didn't watch the trailer, so I have no idea what's in it. I hope it's on point, man. That's my favorite character. But either way, the Punisher didn't show up in this. I think Bullseye did. I did like the whole the situation where they're trying to frame Bullseye, and Bullseye pulled up on the homie like, "Nah, you're a poser." Kills like that's the worst. That's the worst situation to be in when you dressed up as an assassin and you run into the real assassin. And like, oh shit, you know what I mean? You might as well kill yourself. You know what I mean? But everything about this episode was almost on point, right? The best part, what I actually did love, was Kingpin going ham. They're telling them, hey, y'all civilians, don't ever try to run up on Kingpin. And Kingpin put that work on them people. Finally, just knocking people's head. And that's how it should be. I mean, Kingpin is massive. I get that he's way too skinny in this season. But we get who he's supposed to be, right? He's knocking people's heads off, just killing folk left and right, bare hand, just bare knuckle, bow, bow, bow. If you ever played Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, you know the rolling hammer combo is usually about 2 or 3 buttons, and they smack you so hard the character turn around. That's what he was doing. He was just hitting everybody with that rolling hammer, just that haymaker, just bow, bow. Just body that. It was like almost like stop attacking him. I ain't felt that way since the 100 and they was attacking Blood Rain. Like, stop attacking them. You're not going to win. And I loved it. I loved the Kingpin whooping their ass. I loved almost everything about the episode until the end. The end is what a lot of people complained about because the Kingpin has basically been outed as this just massive criminal. You're the one who blew up the boat. You're the one who was, selling and moving illegal shit. You just went on a rampage and you put this court together just to do more illegal shit. You put the task force together to do more illegal shit. The Kingpin, and then he just killed a bunch of civilians with his bare fucking hands. Like, not when I say a bunch of civilians, I'm talking like 40. Like, I'm not talking about 5, which is a lot. I'm talking about like 40, 50 people he just ran through with his bare fucking hands. And at the end of the day, they was like, jump on him, let's kill him. And Daredevil was like, no, we can't kill him because we can't be like them. Which is, we get how the superhero Daredevil, Spider-Man, how them dudes act. But I'm like, bruh, it's gone too far. There's no way civilians, a angry mob is going to stop and listen to reason just because Daredevil said, hold on. Right? They're not going to stop and listen to reason. Once he just killed about 40, 50 people with his bare hands. They finally got him down. They stomping him out. Bro, they're not going to stop. They were not going to stop. They would have killed that man. And, we obviously can't have Kingpin die because he needs to fucking fight Spider-Man. So we can't have Kingpin die, but that was the part of the show. Is like, all right, bro, that's a little. Even Batman would have let that shit slide. You know what I mean? Like, bro, at this point in time, there's no saving him. There's no coming back from that. I don't get why they could have did it better. They should have wrote that part better. However he got out of that situation. Maybe they should have just had him escape. Maybe give him a tunnel, get him away from people. Then Daredevil be like, yo, let's not kill him. Let's say, let's take him to jail. That would have worked better. But having everybody surrounded there, an angry mob was like, you know what? We're not killers. Let's stop. That's not that didn't fit. But 90% of that episode was straight fuego. And whatever everybody was saying they didn't like about that episode, I fucks with it. The action was on point for most of the episode. It did become more about Karen Page. I do hope they can tighten it up, but they were killing off, like we said in the other episode, they're killing off the characters we don't care about. Even the girl Muse, as much as I didn't like it, they didn't use it, right? They just set it up. It was like, okay, it's gonna be a slow burn later down the line. So I think I'm cool with that. Like, I think I'm cool with that. If they take their time developing the actual villain, I like that. I honestly think, and I think they do need to take a Kingpin break with Daredevil. They need to take a Kingpin break. Season 3, they should go, bring back Elektra. How I miss the boy Luke Cage is back. Luke Cage is back up in there. I think we knew he was coming back, but can we get him in a movie? Can we get him some action? Give my dude something, man. Don't just bring this nigga back and have him not do nothing cool. You know what I mean? He back. I guess. Who is going? Oh, Bullseye is gonna go work for Matthew Lillard. I keep calling him his real name because I don't know his character's name, but Bullseye is gonna go work for him, which I'm like, that's kind of an easy get off. But bring back Frank, bring back Elektra. Honestly, you should really only do Elektra. Maybe Frank can pop up in one episode, but it should be more about somebody else. Let's get off the Kingpin. Don't go to the Hand. Go to something else. Go to something else. Got to get the team up with Spider-Man. Man, it's got to be in a movie. I don't want to see Spider-Man on Disney Plus. Everybody keeps saying that Spider-Man should have appeared in the episode. Man, I don't want to. Movie characters need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be movie characters. All right, the cool guys that can cross over from movie to TV show are Daredevil, Punisher, Elektra, Luke Cage. You could do that with them. All right. And then the Disney Plus show should really be about, lower level characters. I mean, Daredevil's a good show, but it should be about, like Daredevil should have a show, Punisher should have a show, Jessica Jones, we know how those go. I really want to see a show about the 10 Rings. And what's her name? Zhao Lin, Shang-Chi's. I think I said that name. I'm not sure. Shang-Chi's sister running the 10 Rings, doing an underground operation where we got some ninjas and stuff. Y'all could have cooked with that. So I'm still asking for that. But so I like the season finale, man. I don't know what people talk about. I fucks with it. This season was much better than last season. Is it a recommendation? No. Like, let me be clear about that. Someone's like, hey, man, can you recommend me a show? Daredevil Born Again is very, very low on that list. Very low on that list. You got to be a Marvel head. You had to watch a lot of Marvel shit before I go to Daredevil Born Again, either episode. But I will say, I don't feel like I wasted my time. I enjoyed watching the episodes. It was good enough. It was good enough. It was a step in the right direction, damn it. And if this Punisher special presentation hits like it's supposed to, then we might be back. Punisher, Spider-Man movie, Doomsday. They might be cooking. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe.
Don't play with my patience, man, they gone with the flow when they tryna fake it. That's not the way I roll, that's not the combination. You start off with the dough before you start the conversation. No one start the salutations, man, don't play with me. I'm coming from a place they would hate to be. I'm going through a phase you would hate to see. They say this life's a trip, ain't no telling where it's taking me. When you on the edge and you make your next move, better be your best. Before you throw it to the depths, better reinvest. Man, I count every moment and count every step, so I know I'm blessed. Now it's